Good morning, everybody, and we are into Thursday. So let's begin with our date. And so, as we know, it is Thursday, the 4th of March, 2021. Thursday, the 4th of March, 2021. Let's look at our spellings then with our O sound. And of course, at this stage in the week, you say them before me. Self. Felt. Milk. Help. Fold. Also. All. Shell. Yellow. Aisle. Yule. Wheel. We are flying through sounds in focus this week. We are now on the final part, part 7. And in part 7 we are given clues, and the answer to the clues will be one of the words in our list. So we just have to find the correct word and write it on the line at the end. Now, for the first two it says join the words all and ways together to make a word. And then the second one says join the words all and so together to make a word. Now, when you join all to something to make a word, you have to take off one of the L's. So when you're joining these words together to make your word, make sure you take an L off here and an L off here. Now let's have a look at the other clues then. I can do it by my... and you put the answer at the end. It rhymes with belt. So you're looking for a word with an elt sound. It is found on the beach. Remember, all of these answers are in your list of words in the box on the other page. And finally, it starts with the letter O. When you have found all of your words here, take the last letter from each word and put it into the spaces here, and you will find a secret word. So that's quite fun, isn't it? And that's our sounds in focus for today, and that's our sounds in focus for the remainder of the week. Moving on to our literacy then, and yesterday for your literacy you were looking at question or command, and I have to say you handled it really, really well. Now you may remember at the end I got cut off in the video, and because of that I forgot to show you the last little bit over the page here, which won't take you very long. You have to join the questions and commands which match. So it's like different ways of saying the same thing. Don't sit there is a command, and it would match up with, would you mind sitting somewhere else? So you're saying the same thing but in a different way. Which way do you think is nicer to say it? Don't sit there. Would you mind sitting somewhere else? I think that's a bit more polite, isn't it? So you're matching a command and a question. So let's read through them. We've read through don't sit there. Go up to get your medal. Don't forget the ketchup. Keep phones switched off. Keep your dog under control. Help me! Now we have to match these commands with a question that means the same. Would you like me to get your medal? Would you mind keeping your dog under control? Can you turn your phones off? Please, can you help me? Would you mind sitting somewhere else? That's the one we talked about. Can you try to remember the ketchup? Okay, so there's similar sentences on each side, commands over here, question over here, and match them together. All right, I'm sorry I forgot to go through that yesterday, but it shouldn't take you long, hopefully. Now, moving on to today's work, we are looking at spelling mistakes. And it says at the top, the spelling mistakes in these sentences have been circled. So write the correct spelling for each circled word in the box. So you'll see there in each sentence there is a word that is clearly spelt wrong. You can see they don't look like real words. So you get the word, you have a look at it and you think, right, how should that be spelt? And maybe if you have a dictionary home, you might need to have a look through it to try to help you to find the correct spelling. I'll read through these now, and then you try your best to spell them on the line at the end, okay? So let's have a look. I would like to come to your party, said Joe. Mary wore her coat because it was cold. Look at that because, isn't it dreadful? That's definitely not spelled correctly. The cup did not break when it fell on the floor. I can prove that it was you, said Mai. Is there any more pudding? Asked Sally. The garden looked very pretty. Please can you pass the milk? Asked Dad. Mr. Jones was late for work. Okay, so spell it correctly, and Mr. will just be 2 letters together, okay, rather than, and it'll be M something but not MT, all right? And that is your literacy for today. And your Ma's video will be on your Ma's lesson, will be on the next video to follow, okay?